Good evening, children. Today we are going to have another grammar lesson, and that is singular and plural. Now, in the first place, we need to understand what is the meaning of singular and plural. It is a type of noun forms, but when do you say they are single and when do you say they are many? So let's see what the definition means. A noun which speaks about only one person, right? Only one person or thing is said to be in singular number. Now what is the meaning of that? Means, example, one boy, one chair, one man, one teacher, and so on. There are so many other words, but we have just taken few examples. And when we go to the next definition, a noun which speaks about more than one person, right? Okay, a noun which speaks about more than one person or things is said to be in plural number. For example, earlier we said boy. That was only one, but if there is more than one, then we say boys. Then earlier we said chair. That means there was only one chair, but when we see more than one chair, it becomes chairs. Man becomes men. Teacher, one teacher becomes many teachers. So something that you speak about only one person or one thing, it is said to be a singular noun. And if you speak about more than one person or things, it is plural noun. Now there are certain rules when we form or when we change from singular to plural or from plural to singular. Now let us see the first rule. Plural of nouns is formed by adding s to the singular. Now singular word here is girl. Girl becomes girls. Just add s after the word. Pencil. Pencil is one pencil, but many you talk about, it becomes pencils. One tree, many trees. So there it goes. You have one pencil, many pencils, one tree, many trees. So one, something one does not carry s, but more than one has s added to it. The next rule. If the noun ends with s, sh, ch or x, form the plural by adding es to the singular noun. When we see the word, for example, grass. Grass ends with s. So when we are changing it into plural, it becomes grasses. Then brush, sh. The last word is sh. Sh becomes brushes. So es. You just have to add es. So whenever you see the words ending with s, sh, ch or x, automatically when you change it to plural form or many, you write the many form, then it becomes, you just add es. Then the word tax ending with x becomes taxes. Church, chur, ch. So ch, ending word is ch or ending letters are ch. What it becomes? Churches. So you just add es. The next one. Can you see that? Brush. One brush, many brushes. The third rule. Noun that ends with o also form plurals adding es to the singular noun. For example, buffalo. Buffalo is a word that ends with the letter o. So you say buffaloes. Potato. Potato ends with the letter o. So how do we write the plural form? It is P-O-T-A-T-O-E-S. Potatoes. Then mango becomes mangoes. Can you see that picture of a buffalo? One buffalo, many buffaloes. So let's go to the next rule. Nouns that end with Y are made plurals by replacing Y with IES. For example, one baby becomes many babies. Story becomes stories, and city becomes cities. So you can see the lovely picture, the cute little picture of a small baby, one single baby, and then the other picture shows many babies. The next rule. Few words that end with O are made plural by merely adding S to the singular nouns. For example, piano. Piano, again it has O at the end, but what happens is you simply add S. For example, pianos, kilo, kilos, stereo, stereos. Okay, so not necessary that you're going to add ES always. You have to add S sometimes. So one piano, many pianos. The next rule. The noun that ends with F or FE are made plural by replacing them with VES. Let's take for example thief. Thief are robbers. So one thief, it becomes thieves. THIEVES. So you have changed the last letter F into VES. The second word, life. Life, last two letters are FE. So what does the rule say? If the word ends with FE or F, you have to simply change it to VES in the plural form. So life becomes lives. Scarf. Scarf can have both the words are right. Either you can write SCARVES or SCARFS. So you can keep the spelling as it is and add only S, or you can just change the F into VES. Now there are many more examples we shall see in the next slide when we are reading those words. So you can see one scarf and there are many scarves. Let's go to the next rule. Few nouns are changed to plural by changing the vowel. Example, foot becomes feet. One foot. Both becomes feet. You don't say foots. You just say feet. Man. You don't say mans. You say men. Mouse. One mouse. You say many mice. Can you see that picture? There's one mouse and many mice. You don't say mouses. Eighth one. Some nouns do not follow any rule while changing into plural. For example, ox. Now there is no such rule that why it has changed into oxen, but it simply changes. So certain nouns do not follow any rule when they're changing to plural. So ox becomes oxen. Child becomes children. There, see. Can you see the picture? That's one ox. When it is a single animal, you say ox. But there are more than one, you say oxen. The ninth one. Some nouns have the same form in the singular as well as plural form. For example, deer, deer. Can you see that one deer? Yes. And if there are many, more than one, you always say it is deer. You cannot say deers. S is usually not added when you have such words. So you have to keep in mind of what words are used and how they are to be changed from singular to plural and from plural to singular. Then sheep becomes sheep. Fish also remains the same as fish. Fruit, yes, it remains as fruit. But when you say it's fruits, you're talking about the different variety, different types of fruits. Same thing with fish. When you say fishes, it refers to the different types of fish that are there in the ocean or found in the ocean. So that's all for the explanation part. Let's see what's come next.